Okay, now for this title text, what you might see sometimes is the letter of a text is an actual video clip. And you can do some pretty cool stuff with this. So that is what I will show you how to do next. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new title. Same way, File, New, Legacy Title. And I'm just going to use some nice big blocky text for this. And I'm going to put it in caps because you'll see in a minute I want my letters to be filled with video, and I want to be able to see some of that video that is in there. So my letters are big. They're just this nice big blocky font. I have it centered the way that I would like it, and I'm just going to close that, and then I'm going to add it to my project, and I'm going to put it on the fourth video layer up, and I'll explain why I'm going to do that in a second. But what I need to do is I have these white letters. What I need to do is I need to add a black background to this. So I'm just going to take my shape tool and I'm going to draw in a rectangle. I'm going to make that rectangle black, and it just needs to be behind my letters. So I just right click the rectangle and I go to Arrange and I go to Send to Back. And now I have my white B&N letters on top of that black rectangle. So what I need to do now is just fill these letters with some video. Over on the left, I'm going to go to the opacity and I'm going to change the blend mode to multiply. Now after I do that, I'm going to find the first piece of video that I want to use for my B. Come over to this nice looking group of young people here. And I'm just going to select a piece of this footage. It doesn't have to be long because my title for this little project is going to only be 5 seconds long. And I'm going to put that down here on V1, Video Layer 1. And now you can see that that video has filled in where my letters used to be white. But I don't want the video to take up the B, the N, and the N. I only want this video to be for the B. So I select that video layer on V1, go up to the left on Effect Controls, and I'm going to increase the scale some so you can see some of these kids. And now, I like that clip there, but I don't want it to spill into the N. So all I have to do is go to Effects and go to Crop, double click Crop, and I'm just going to crop this clip from the right and stop where I have filled the B. And now my B has that first video shot. So I'm going to come back to my media and I'm going to come to another clip. It's kind of a cool shot. And I'm just going to take part of that. I'm just going to select this part of the second clip that I want to be my second letter. And I'm going to drag that section down into my project. And I'm going to drop it. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to size that shot to be the same length as my title. And now you see that filled up all three letters again. And all I have to do now Let's go back to effect controls just like we did before. And I can shift this clip over this way, but I also might want to increase the scale or decrease the scale a little bit of that. And then I'm just going to crop this second shot again. So I go to effects in the lower left, double click crop. I'm going to crop it from the left until it's out of the B, and crop it from the right until it's out of that second N. And now I have my second letter filled with video. And I'm going to do the same thing for the third letter. So just going to come back down to my project media one last time and get one last nice shot here. Let's say that looks like a nice shot of the school. And I'm just going to drag that into my project. And again, that fills up all three letters, but that's because this layer is on top of the previous two. So I'm just going to take that third layer and move it over to fill the N. And I want to see this part of the school. So maybe I'm going to position a little bit and scale it. And now I just have to crop it one last time. So I go to effects. So we're just going to apply the crop effect to that third shot and crop it from the left. And stop it before it enters that last N. And now, when you play this title, you have all three of those video shots filling in your three letters.